Hey folks, Turbine Guy coming back at you. And once again, I am at Bederwood Park. You can see you at the soccer field, baseball field, and whoa, what do we have here today? We have the police called to Bederwood Park. And why are the police here? Because there's a contentious issue going on right now as to whether or not a mountain bike trail can be put through this park and potentially onto a neighbor's property, because there's litigation going on about that. Now let's all just refresh and remember, and you can see the videos and the links below, that the City of Orono Council granted permission on a consensus motion without any public input whether or not they would give the entire park away to this biking club, sans the baseball field and soccer field. And that's what their motion says. So without any public input that's going on, we got a lawsuit. And evidently today, the City of Orono violated the terms and conditions on that suit. Now the issue is whether or not the surveying company behind me, I believe it's Bolton and Mink, who typically works for the City of Orono, by the way, screwed up our street, whether or not they called ahead to give notice that they were going to be surveying this property line. Now, normally that's not an issue. People survey property lines all the time, and the surveyors go back and forth over just to get it surveyed, right? Well, here there's a lawsuit, and there are serious issues. Orono's tried to dismiss this, has been unable to. The judge, from what I hear, is a little riled up, and now Bolton and Mink is claiming they gave notice, and the property owner is stating never happened. Well, here we are with the property owner, and she's going to explain to you a little bit the frustration she has.
So the property line was never surveyed since I've owned this property for 16 years. There were some boundary markers on the corners, but the middle of the property, which is about 458 feet, was not surveyed. When the mountain bikers came back here and used their cell phones to try and mark the property line, it was clear they were off about 30 feet. Then we finally got it surveyed by these people, Bolton and Mink, in July of last year. And it's clear to me that the property line is still not correct because it's crooked. And we've complained about that repeatedly. So now come today, by the way, that survey, I was not informed that it was going to happen. They just showed up on my property that day.
So it was the same issue last time?
Exactly the same. And it was the same guy, actually. So this time, one of my security cameras goes off, and I come over here, and they're actually using my property to get to the property line over there. And again, I haven't been informed. The city's supposed to tell me, and the gentleman from Bolton and Mink was extremely rude to me and said, I don't care if you've been informed or not. And then just said, I'm just going to keep going. So I called the police, so we have a record for the judge, because the judge does care. The police came, and the police are confused because there's no written order that they can be here. They can't prove that they've been given an order. And my case file is at the city, and the city won't admit that they have a case going on, apparently, or something, or won't share the case file with the police officer. So
hold on now. So the city is withholding information from the Orono Police Department, according to what you heard?
Yes.
Really?
Yep. Again.
That sounds a little devious.
Well,
now you mentioned today that even the stake right down there might be out of line.
Oh, it's clear. You can see the brown. It's hard to see, but the brown marker and then the pink markers, they're off at least a foot or two. And they were off to begin with, I think, because the guy, and I have this recorded as well, the survey guy, he can't get cell coverage back here, and he kept saying, I can't get reception, I can't get reception. So basically he guessed where that stake was going to go. And so we really need to get a professional survey out here that is, done the right way, not kind of half.
Not with cell phones.
Not with cell phones. Exactly.
And it sounds to me like a big part of this issue is the city just not even trying to work with you. I've had problems with the city like that, where the city will sue me and then say, we can't talk to you. And it's like, what's up with that? You know, you may have sued them to protect your property this time, but it shouldn't prevent all communication from going on to get things done.
Exactly. And they have not informed my attorney and they have not contacted me. So here we are again. It's the same issue over and over and over. This will be the third time. Third time's a charm.
And you know, that's the whole point here. It's bigger than just the fact that they're putting mountain bikes into Bederwood Park. They're invading a neighbor's property. They're going back into a natural area to do it. They're allowing an outside club not only to dominate the entire area of the park except for 2 spaces, because they didn't even call out the playground as safe. Okay, they're allowing that to happen, and they're allowing them to alter the park as they wish. And for anyone out there who says, well, cities across the United States do that all the time, all the turbine guy has to say is, I was on the City Council and Planning Commission in Orono, and we sure as hell didn't do that when I was on.
Exactly.
There you have it, folks. Turbine guy, signing off.